y'all. Welcome to the Life After Her podcast with yours truly, Nicole and Sweeney. I'm an author, podcaster, and empowerment speaker, and my ultimate goal is to empower women through the art of storytelling, affirmations, and relational empowerment. I know for women, breakups can be very difficult. There was a season in my life where I went through a breakup and I did not know what to do in order to heal, in order to move forward, and in order to become this better version of myself. I would fall down, get back up, fall down, get back up until one day I just knew that there had to be a different way with overcoming breakup. And as I look back over my story, I see the hand of God and how He just led me to a path of healing, wholeness, and empowerment. And so, my goal today and for the entire time I'm here on earth is to empower women who also go through heartbreak, pain, and breakup. As you read my story, listen to my podcast, I hope that you become empowered, and I hope that you also empower other women as well. In today's episode number 35, entitled God's Assurance, Journee is trying to hold on to her faith. She is going on this job interview and she is just trying her best to make it through the negative feelings that she's having as a result of her breakup with Case. So in today's episode, Journee is focusing on this job interview that she has coming up. She doesn't know what the outcome is going to be, but she is walking by faith as if this job is already hers. And today, I want to give you 3 ways to keep your faith intact when life is testing your faith. The first way to keep your faith intact is to simply ask God to give you the ears, the eyes, and the mind of faith. Oftentimes, we minimize just talking to God and praying to God and asking Him to do things that are intangible. God desires for His daughters to increase their faith. What better way to increase your faith and keep your faith intact by asking God to give you the eyes, the mind, and the ears to see nothing but faith. Journee didn't know whether or not she was going to get the job. She didn't know if they would like her or call her in for a second interview, but her faith and how she was able to prepare as if she was going to get the job really kept her faith intact. She didn't go into the interview thinking that she wasn't going to get the job. She already had her mind set on landing this job. And so sometimes all we have to do is ask God to help us with our faith. The second way to keep your faith intact is to prepare as if it has already happened. And prepare like it's already yours. Prepare for that job interview, prepare for that relationship, prepare for that business, prepare becoming a mother. For me, I always wanted to be a mother. And especially recently, these recent years, I've just been preparing my mind, my body, and my soul for becoming a mother, for carrying a child in my womb, for making the right decisions on choosing and selecting a partner that would be a good father to my children. And so one of the things that will keep your faith intact is just to prepare. And when you are preparing, that is actually your faith in motion. So again, whatever it is that you want God to bless you with, prepare for it as if it's already in your life. And the third way to keep your faith intact is a very simple word: obedience. Obedience, obedience, obedience. Whatever it is that God is telling you in your spirit, or something is prompting you to do something, go for it. Do it without any hesitation. The last time I was obedient, I showed up to a 30-minute Zoom call with a woman who would be later on my mentor, but she helped me write my first fiction novel. Had I not showed up to that Zoom call, I would have never had the opportunity to be able to write 3 books, to be able to create a podcast that empowers women, and lastly, speak to a group of 300 high school students about my story. Had I not been obedient that first time, I would not have experienced the multiple blessings God had lined up for me because of that one yes. And so I want to encourage you, whatever it is that God is telling you to do, whatever it is that God is prompting you to do, whatever it is that you know you should be doing, do it. Obey, because God has several opportunities and blessings lined up for you because of that one yes. And today's podcast affirmation is never forget all that God has placed on the inside of you. There is no negative experience that could revoke your value. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nicole and Sweeney, or if you are following me on Buzzsprout or any podcast platform, please follow your girl. Until then, I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and remember that God is proud of you.